Oh, what's with the paper towel? What up, YouTube Live? Let's see. My background's decent. Okay. How's it going, everybody? Uh, where are my notes here? My notes are here somewhere. There you go. Okay. Tonight is the premiere of the annual CW DC crossover event, and this year the title is Elseworlds. And so I want to share with you my thoughts about it. Of course, just like every recap of videos of TV episodes that I do here, this too contains spoilers. So, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! I will be spilling beans and discussing spoilers in this video. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of the Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl series. Supergirl not so much. Arrow is kind of gloomy, and but the Flash definitely I'm stoked about. Um, but that's another topic for another time. But I always look forward to the crossover event. Last year was Earth X and the whole Nazi thing. It's I don't know. It wasn't appealing to me. I still did watch it though. But this year, Elseworlds, it's fantastic. I actually had fun with tonight's episode. Part one, The Flash. And it's Sunday night. Usually Sunday night is for Supergirl this year. But it's The Flash that starts it out. Um, I first of all, I want to say I'm a big fan of Jeremy Davis, the actor who shows up in this episode. He plays. Let me get this name right. The character's name. Oh, I guess it's not here. But anyway, he's a very fantastic character actor. His he showed up in a lot of movies, including Saving Private Ryan and Twister, and also he was a part of my one of my previous favorite shows called Justified. Uh, so it's awesome to see him in this Elseworlds segment. His character's name is Dr. John Deegan. Now, um, so Dr. John Deegan meets this character, supernatural character that gives him this universe book, and it messes with the realities in Earth One, and it results in the switcheroo, Freaky Friday, or as Barry Allen says it, quantum leap. So basically, uh, Oliver wakes up as Barry, and Barry wakes up as Ollie. And I mentioned to you in the previous video about this as I anticipate this Elseworlds. Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap is one of my favorite shows when I was a kid growing up. Scott Bakula. He plays this guy who travels from time to time. You know, he's a time traveler, and he always ends up like in every episode embodying. He embodies the character that he's supposed to help in that episode. So yeah, it's more like Quantum Leap than Freaky Friday. That's definitely for sure. Um, I have my notes here. Uh, Now, because this is the Flash episode, you know, and the Flash is always a combination of um, spectacle, uh, heart slash romance, and humor. The tone is always fun. Whereas Arrow's like in the kind of like a Batman gloomy, somber, moody territory. You know, because Oliver's always like he always takes guilt. You know, it's like, oh, it's my fault. It's my fault. You know, my friends are dying. You know, it's my fault. He always does that. He always carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. Um, and Supergirl is just cheesy. So my point is that I, this Elseworlds Part One, because it's the Flash, so the tone is still intact. I love that. I love that. So I'm guessing by tomorrow, because tomorrow I believe it's Arrow, right? Arrow is Part Two, and the tone's gonna be darker, and we're gonna see more of Arrow supporting characters showing up there. Um, but of course, they're gonna go to Gotham City, so I don't know how they're gonna, you know, transfer some of the Arrow supporting characters to Gotham City. So we'll definitely see that. But yeah, number one, as I have on my note, I love that the tone is still fun. Um, you can tell that the writers have a blast just writing um, Oliver Queen as the Flash. Like that sequence where the Flash goes so fast, and then Cisco has to say, "Oh, dude, you got to do your U-turn. You just missed it by 16 blocks." I'm cracking up. I know it's not the most hilarious thing in the world, but it's kind of funny. You got to admit. Um, on top of the fact, of course, that um, Iris kissed him. As like, oh, what's going on here? Um, I'm kissing somebody else's wife. Um, so soon enough, um, Barry finds out that Barry wakes up. He's like, oh my god, I'm Oliver. So Barry as Flash takes. I'm sorry, Oliver as Flash takes Barry, who plays Ollie, to meet up, and the whole group finally like trying to figure out like what the hell's going on. No, I see you as Oliver, but Oliver's like, no, I'm not. I'm the Flash, and that's the confusion of it all. And let's see here, the note that I have as well. Oh, okay. They go to Earth 38, and I am geeking out. I tweeted about this. I am so geeking out at the fact that the show or the episode uses Smallville's theme song, Somebody Save Me, to introduce Superman, who is played in this show, of course, by Tyler Hoechlin. That that brought back just the whole nostalgic feeling of watching Smallville when I was in college in the dorm every week, and it's just like, oh my God, are we gonna see Tom Welling? Are we gonna see Tom Welling? Of course, we did not see Tom Welling in tonight's episode. It was Tyler Hoechlin, um, which kind of brings me to my if about this whole thing, this whole crossover, like, or the whole universe of CW DC shows. It's like if only I got nothing against Tyler Hoechlin, all right, but wouldn't it be nice if they actually cast Tom Welling again in the role of Superman slash Clark Kent? I mean, I saw Tom Welling on that show Lucifer. Tom Welling still got it. Tom is still buffed. He's still hella. He could bring it, man. So it's awesome. It's as if this episode used the same exact Kent farm, the same exact barn, the same exact design for the house, the same exact it's like it's like the set from Smallville when it ended its run in 2011. It's like it never went away. They're just like, you know what? Let's take that and put it here. I am so amazed by the production design crew that recreated the whole Kent farm. It's just great job on their part. So yeah, it brought back all this good feeling, man. All the feels, man. I was a huge fan of Smallville. I know there's some few seasons that were just crap, but overall, and especially, I love the whole Clark Lois Lane story arc nearing the end. When they fell in love and stuff like that. And Erica Durance is gorgeous as Lois Lane. Erica Durance is one of my favorite Lois Lanes ever. I can go on and on and on about Smallville. So in my note, I just want to say thank you to the writers of Elseworlds for making an effort to make that connection. It's as if it has connection to Smallville, the series, even though not quite exactly. You see what I'm getting at? So for effort, A+, man. Thank you so much, you guys. What else do I know here? The whole banter or the fight, I guess you could say, about or between Oliver and Barry on the field. Because in tonight's episode they have this thing where they're training and they're trying to figure out each other's abilities. My thoughts about that is I liked it because we've been with these two characters for a while, right? You and I are fans of the two shows, Arrow and The Flash, and I don't know about you guys, but there were times when I felt like, okay, it seems that Barry, would try in some episodes he would like learn a few new skills in order to take down a baddie, and that's fine, but it's not what you would consider a big growth. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is that it's interesting now that they are each other person, so they are figuring out new skills, new abilities. Even though obviously, as you see in this episode, because Barry is Oliver, he can actually shoot arrows really fast too. But there's some nuances to that. It's not just about shooting the arrow. It's not about just running fast. Just like Oliver said, "Hey, I use my pain. I use all my sadness, all these past memories of when I hurt people or when people hurt me. I use that as a way to I channel that. I use that as a way to be a hero, basically, to actually save people with it. And that is something that Barry Allen doesn't really wrap his head around just yet. And Barry tells Ollie, "Hey, I come from this angle. This is how I approach it." And so that, to me, that learning curve, it's a good thing, and you get to see these two characters uh, studying up something that they in a million years would have never thought that they had to study up on. So I like that. I think that's a very interesting part of the show. The whole thing with the bad guy. Let's talk about the lead bad guy, the Amazo, who absorbs he this mechanical computer machine thing who absorbs um, everybody else's powers. I don't know about you. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've had that round before. I think there were villains in the past who had done that. The whole absorbing, the Flash's power or Supergirl's power, or whatever. That has been done before. It's nothing new. It's not too fresh. It seems that like it's a way or it's an excuse for the writers to have. You know what? We can't just um, go through this part one without giving the audience some red meat. We got to give the audience some a taste of what these four people, Superman, Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, can do when they're in action. So I think to me that's how it feels. I get the sense of that. You know what? This is just a red meat thrown or a bone thrown to the audience because it doesn't really have anything to do with the overarching arc of the whole, messing up with the reality thing. Jeremy Davis' character, Dr. Deegan. So, and that's the purpose. I think, and you know what? I'm not against it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, fine. They take him down, and now let's figure this out. um, so at the end, of course, I love that part where Oliver says like, "Hey," because he can write fast now. He has the Flash's power, and he figures out, oh my God, there's a Wayne building, Wayne Tower. Oh, we gotta go to Gotham City. See, it would have been so much, or it would have been extra fun. It would have been more awesome if Fox's Gotham series had also been a part of this crossover, because then they would be like, but of course, Gotham on Fox, Bruce Wayne is still a little kid, so that's not gonna work out. But of course, that is an indication that we're gonna see Batwoman, played by Ruby Rose. So tomorrow night, part two, we'll see how they factor her in to this whole messed up reality thing. And we'll see also, like I said earlier, how the supporting characters on Arrow show will also play into the whole thing, and how they're gonna end up in Gotham for some reason, right? So yes, and I can't wait to see the production design for Gotham City. I want to see the look for the city that the show's production design crew will create. Because in comparison, or you can compare that to the Fox's Gotham look or the design. So it's gonna be really, really interesting. Overall, tonight's episode is so much fun. I had such a blast watching Elseworlds. The jokes, the humor, very playful, very fun. And yeah, this is a much lighter tone or lighter mood of a crossover event compared to last year's, well, with the whole Earth X Nazi thing. So that was a big downer. Remember that they even crashed the wedding. I was like, holy crap, wedding is supposed to be fun and happy and lovey dovey. But anyway, I digress. So, what did you think about tonight's Elseworlds Part One? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And thanks for tuning into my bit-sized review of this crossover event. And as always, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And as always, if you can help out to support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this.